Welcome to the DY Proj channel. I am your guy, DY Fly. What it do? First and foremost, before we get into today's topic, I just want to say rest in peace to Malcolm Jamal Warner. We all know him as Theo from The Cosby Show. He died at the age of 54 in a tragic accidental drowning. At least that is the story that we're told. But yeah, man, we're losing our legends this year. We also lost Ananda Lewis earlier this year from BET Teen Summit. So yeah, man, just sending prayers out to their families. And yeah, man, you just never know. Just never know. Don't take life for granted. But let's get into the nonsense. Honestly, I was not going to do a video today. I had no plans of doing a video, but I saw this clip and it just spoke to my soul, man. I think I just needed to, look, Chef Jerry has put on his apron and he decided to whip up some Parsons and Prescott soup and make it extra spicy. Let's take a listen to what he has to say.
Just because we sign him doesn't mean we're going to have him. He was hurt 6 games last year. Seriously. We've signed, I remember signing a player for the highest paid at the position in the league, and he got knocked out 2/3 of the year, Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Listen, he is tired of paying these people and for a product that is not producing the results that he needs. Hold on. Let him finish. Hold up before I.
So there's a lot of things you can think about when you, just as the player does, when you're thinking about committing and guaranteeing money.
Jerry's going to get a button. I am sick and tired of paying top dollar for these brittle bone niggas not being available on Sundays. I look to my left, I look to my right, and I see Eagles everywhere, all up and down my TV. They are winning championships on my watch, and they are making rings, their championship rings. You push a button and the ring pop and the wings pop out. I've never seen it, have you? Do you know at the next owners meeting, Jeffrey Lurie, if he was to take his fist and shove it up my rectum and push the button, I'd be in for a hurting. The results would be uncanny. Oh my God. Jerry is tired of these ungrateful niggas asking for more money every single year. Just gimme, and not producing anything. I'm feeling for Jerry, yo. I'm kind of feeling for Jerry. I'm not going to lie. Hold up. He had another soundbite too. I think he's cooking Parsons on this one. Hold up.
The other thing I would say is contracts are 4 or 5 years.
This is culturally inappropriate.
There's a lot of water under the bridge if you step out there and do something in the first 2 or 3. You can get hit by a car. Seriously. And so there's a lot to look at over a lot of years that could make a big difference. Have you ever heard of any clubs committing to players and then they didn't pan out after they committed to them? We have.
That nigga. Jerry is flaming up. Oh my gosh. Listen, he's tired of the nonsense, okay? He's tired of the nonsense. He's willing to pay. I'll give Jerry that. He is willing to pay, okay? Pay his coaches, pay his pay the quarterback, pay a running back. Even though you shouldn't, he'll pay a running back. If he likes you, he'll pay you, right? Pay the wide receiver, pay his stars. He's willing to pay, but the product isn't aligning with what he is shelling out. Jerry got a point, yo. He's like, man, hold up. y'all been stealing checks for years. Stealing checks. Yeah. It's a shame. Hold up. But Micah, he had something to say on the matter too. He heard what Jerry had to say. He's like, nah, bro, you ain't going. Hold up. For
each other, but stuff gets said in the media. Have you had a conversation with him after yesterday's presser?
Nah, but I'm gonna talk to him. I just thought, as a whole, like, everyone's situation is differently. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like, I'm here for my teammates. I'm not here to please another grown man. I'm here for them. I want to be here with Trey, watch him rehab, watch him get on the field, watch his growth. I want to be here battling with Terrence Steele. Like, I'm here for these guys. I'm not here for him. So I think at the end of the day, he's on the field with us. We're on the field playing the games and things like that. So I'm gonna just control my teammates, keep boosting it, and we're just gonna keep playing together.
That's right, Michael. Fight back. You ain't throwing right. Don't let him throw you in that soup, yo. Nah, fight back. Look, as an Eagles fan, this is what I like to see. This is what I want to see. All right? Cowboys fans, you have no business of even parting your lips to an Eagles fan at this moment. You're in disarray. Your biggest star and your owner are going at it in the media. Yeah. Look, I'm loving it. Like McDonald's, yo. I'm loving it because we don't have those problems over here as an Eagles fan. And I'm looking across the league, and we're fighting against ourselves at this point. We're fighting against ourselves. We see what's going on with the Cowboys, right? The Redskins, they don't want to pay Terry McLaurin. Why not? I don't know. I really want to see what they look like without Terry. I want to see what this offense looks like without Terry. They have a rookie that they believe in, okay? I think they've kind of outwardly expressed that they believe in Mr. Poised JD5, Jaden Daniels. Okay? So if he's on his rookie contract, you're supposed to be going all in and grabbing different players to make a push in the playoffs and hopefully make a Super Bowl run and not run into the Eagles. But we all know, that's inevitable. And Thanos over here. But they're not doing that. They're grabbing all these geriatric ass, needing assistant ass players, in which, I think those players that they got, I think they're good enough to make like a 3 or 4 game run, and then the wheels fall off. But Terry, he wants 27-year-old money, 27-year-old wide receiver money, and that's not happening. That's not happening. You look at the Saints, right? They're a mess, but one of their players, Tyrann Mathieu, one of the greatest college players ever, he just retired yesterday after the draft. Frank Ragnow from the Lions, their all-pro center, he retired after the draft. Yeah. It's nasty out here, yo. It's real nasty. Our players wouldn't do that. We'd give Howie a heads up, like, hey, I'm thinking about retiring, and maybe you should focus on this during the draft. But not these guys. Not these guys. It seems like, The Giants, their defense, their front four is looking kind of spicy, which makes it easier on the back seven. So we're going to see what happens. But their offense is going to be a mess. We're going to clean them up real nice. The only one that's going to give us any pushback in the NFC is the Rams. They'll fight back, maybe, but we're still going to put them in their place. I saw a quote from their defensive tackle talking about, that game or the playing against the Eagles keeps him up at night or whatever he said. And I'm like, yeah, you're the defensive tackle. If Saquon ran for 800 yards against me, that'd keep me up at night too. I'd be ashamed. Your parents should be ashamed, really. But yeah, man, I'm just so excited for the season to start. Which brings me to my team. I was watching Weapon X Eagles Media, okay? I was watching Weapon X Eagles Media. If you haven't checked him out, I know most of the Eagles fans, they've checked him out, but he has some of the best behind the scenes content going on YouTube. Not even just for Eagles content, but just in content in general. The editing is top notch, just top notch content, right? Go follow him, go check him out. But I was watching the Eagles train, the players train, and look, man, let me tell you something. These guys, they're training like they're training like they're trying to make the team. They were training like they were trying to make the team. Like last year didn't even happen. Like they didn't even get a championship. Like they got hit with the Men in Black flashy thing. And last year just non-existent in their minds. I'm telling you, if the season was to start next week, there would be ass whippings on deck. I promise you. Then, I saw some of the training camp started today. Ajbrown he just looks huge. He looks just broly out there. Just in his sweats. That's the one thing I see about Jalen and AJ. They rock their sweats instead of wearing shorts or anything. They wear the sweats in the heat or whatever. I don't know. It's like they're training on top of training. It's like, I don't know. They're prepared though. They're prepared. I love my team, yo. I love my team. Love my quarterback, Jalen Hitman Hurts.
The excellence of execution.
That's right. I also got to see the press conference with Howie Roseman.
I'm the man up in.
Hold up.
You're
Hold up.
Who put this thing together? Me. That's who.
I got to see it with Howie Roseman, and he seems like he has everything lined up the way he needs it and the way he wants it. We're going to see if he makes any more moves going into the next couple weeks. I think hopefully he makes a move at secondary. Hopefully cornerback, maybe safety, but we're going to see. I like what I saw within Andrew Makuba, his training video. I like what I saw there. One of the highlight of working of the training or whatever, training camp, we got to see number 30 Maximum Carnage, Jahad Campbell. Hold on.
The Richard just got rich.
That's right. The Richard just got rich. He looks ready. He just needs to, we just gonna put him in the oven. And when that thing hits, once the bell rings, then we're gonna unleash him to the world. So I'm looking forward to that. Nick Sirianni, he seems like he's locked in already. Nasty Nick. Nasty Nick. Nasty Nick. What button is he?
I'm the man up in this
there you
piece. I run shit here. King Kong ain't got shit on me. I know what the fuck I'm doing.
He knows what he's doing. So I'm ready. You're ready. Everybody's ready. We're going to make a run. I just made a short on the 4th and 5th wide receiver. Hopefully, Terrace Marshall Jr., hopefully he's coming along. Danny Gray, hopefully he starts burning people left and right and he makes the team and he starts, doing his thing. And hopefully he can return punts for us. That's what we need. We need a special teams ace, a punt returner, and I think he can provide that. But that's all I got. You know the deal.
Nigga, you going to get down or you going to fucking lay down?